Welcome to the replay. Thank you for being here. This is StyleStoring, your fashion stylist and confidence building coach, woman of faith, all three at the same time. Thank you for being here. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Mac, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you. Erson, 123, Joe Photo, Stacy, Stiletto 2, Jen. Thank you for being here. Veronica, thank you so much for inviting your followers. I haven't even asked. I so appreciate that. Cerebrum R. Baker, welcome. Hey, Mac, high fives to you, my friend. How are you? That's what I was wearing today for the conference. Thank you for sharing on Twitter as well. I appreciate that. Hey, Micah. Thank you, Mac, for inviting your followers. Hey, from Atlanta, Stacy, how are you? HYD Events, thank you for coming in. This is the outfit that you guys saw me put together actually last Saturday, and this is how it looked today. That's what I was wearing today. Hey, Cherise, thank you for being here. We're going to talk about if you stand out, and we'll talk about my experience today and how you can have the same experience, almost like a rock star experience. That's what happened to me today at the Massachusetts Women's Conference. It was kind of crazy. So thanks so much for being here. Let's move over to me. Hello. How are you guys? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. Really appreciate that. It's awesome to see you. I thought I was going to be able to scope from the conference, but it was so loud. It was so crazy that I couldn't do it. But I'm glad to be here. Glad to be back. And I had this experience last night and also today at the conference. Hot it up. That's right. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Make sure that you invite your followers. Click on the little man. Swipe left to right or up if you have an Android device, because I'm going to give you some amazing tips that are going to transform your experience when you go out. It's really going to transform your experience when you go, hey, girl, thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my scopes, my name is StyleStoring, and I am a best-selling author. I am a speaker. I am a coach. I am a fashion stylist, and I love working with women and a few brave men to help them look good from the inside out, doing what they love to do. That's what my passion, and I love doing that all day long. I can do that without getting tired. So having said that, what are we talking about today? Why did I show you that outfit? If you remember, you guys came shopping with me and you came into my dressing room and you saw me putting these things together, and I showed you the before, and I wanted to show you the after, how I put that together, and I actually just wore that today. Hey, Cherise, welcome back. And it was just so interesting because last night, I was at the conference, I was wearing something else, and like every few seconds, someone came over and said, hey, Catherine. And at some point, somebody said, what are you, like a rock star or something? Everyone knows you here. And I mean, there were like 10,000 people at this conference, 10,000 people. And out of those 10,000 people, I had this experience where everyone recognized me. A lot, I mean, I'm telling you, a lot of people recognized me. And then I realized, Catherine, maybe you're not forgettable. Maybe you are memorable. People remember what you look like, and I'm making an impression. And I'm telling you that because you can have the same effect. I mean, there were many people there that I knew, and unfortunately, they did not stand out in the crowd. They did not make such an impression that I'm like, okay, I know who that person is. Once they reached out and they say hello to me, I realized, yes, I know you. Hey, Pork Chopper. But they never jumped out at me, okay? They had to make themselves known. And then I was able to remember, yes, I know you. But why does that happen? Hey, Courageous Beauty, thank you for coming in. Why does that happen? Why do some people are memorable and others are forgettable? And maybe that's happened to you, where you go places and nobody says, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. I remember you from such and such event. That's not happening because maybe you're not rememberable. You just blend in. And you know, one of my slogans is, why blend in when you can stand out for your mission and your vision? And many of you want to stand out, but that means stepping out of your comfort zone and dressing yourself in ways that are going to highlight your beauty and going to highlight the beautiful person that you are inside and out, right? And I know that can be difficult sometimes, but it's totally possible. And that's something that I've done for myself. I went from invisible to very, very visible. Obviously, the hair helps, but also my personality, I think, the way that I dress. And every time I go to an event, I make sure that I'm representing my brand. I mean, I'm a fashion stylist. So whenever I say that and people look at me, there has to be some sort of sense of like, yes, I can see that. That makes sense because of the way that you dress, how you carry yourself. And you have to do the same thing. Going to this conference, I saw a lot of people wearing a traditional business suit. Get it? It's a business. Hey, WE360. Thank you for being here. I know it was a women's conference. It was a professional setting, but many women felt that they have to wear a traditional suit. Now, you saw the dress that I was wearing, and that was not traditional, but that was my own interpretation of a suit. Okay, lots of color, jewelry, sparkles, purple. You name it, out there. But that's what works for me. So you have to resonate with that. And I saw many people that were uncomfortable with what they're wearing, but they thought they had to wear that. They thought they had to. Now, can you guys hear me? Can you type a 1 and let me know if you can hear me? I want to make sure that you can hear me, because sometimes we have technical difficulties and I want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay, so type a 1 if you can hear me. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Courageous Beauty. Really appreciate that. Awesome. You can hear me. Cool. Thank you, Veronica. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So many people think that they have to dress a certain way in order to blend in order to just fit in. And it's a business conference, I'm gonna wear an old boring suit. And I always feel like you have to interpret what a suit means to you. How do you feel most comfortable? If I have gone there wearing a suit, pulling my hair back and wearing like minimal jewelry, I would be very uncomfortable. That's not my comfort zone. So you have to decide, what is your comfort zone? Where do you feel you're most fabulous, you're most exciting, and you're most beautiful? I mean, it's very, very key. You're going to an event and you want to network, you want to meet some people, you want to be, you want people to remember you and ask you for your business card. What do you do? Then you have to make an impression. And you have to make an impression being yourself. Thank you so much for the purple hearts. Love that. That's one of my favorite colors. Really appreciate that. You have to make an impression being you. And that means you have to know who that is. So what is your style? How do you feel most comfortable? And maybe, thank you for the brown heart. That was really cute. Maybe you're thinking, well, Catherine, my comfort zone, how I feel most beautiful is I want to be comfortable. So maybe yoga pants and a tank top and sneakers. I get that. For some people, that is their comfort zone. How do you reinterpret that and turn that into, okay, harvest that feeling wearing something that is comfortable, but it's still not yoga pants and a tank top? That is possible. I do that for my clients all the time. You have to find out what that is for you and make sure that you feel comfortable and still represent your brand. So what is your brand? What do you want to be remembered by? What do you want to, and what are people saying about you when you're not there? I met someone yesterday. She just approached me and said hello. We connected. I gave her a copy of my book. It was awesome. And then she was not sure that she was coming today. And I said, no, you have to come back. This is really amazing. It's a huge event. I don't know what I don't care what you have to do. You have to be here. I went home. I forgot about it. I'm at the conference all day long, walking, talking to people, having a good time. And then at some point, almost at the end of the event, someone grabs me and hugs me. And she's like, hey, nice to see you. And we're like best friends. And we just met last night. And she was saying, I follow your advice. I figured out a way to get here. And I did. And I'm so glad that I did. And then she had someone next to her. So I just introduced myself. She's like, oh, I know who you are. She told me all about you. She told me about your book and all this stuff. And she's like, also exciting. So I made an impression. I met this person for like half an hour, and then she's telling other people about me, and I wasn't even there. And she was just singing my praises, and I wasn't there. Why do I tell you that? Because when you leave, people are saying something about you, or maybe they're not saying anything, and that's probably worse than if they're saying something. But you want to control that conversation. What are they saying about you? You want to know that. Like, are they saying good things? Do they capture what I do, what my essence is? Do they feel like they want to meet me again? Do they want to know me more? You want to know that. And believe it or not, the way that you present yourself, the way that you show up makes a big difference, like a big difference. Thank you. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate that. And you have to realize that it's not enough to just show up. It's not enough to know what you're doing. You have to look like you know what you're doing. You have to, especially if you have your own business. If you have business where you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You have to look good. This was a conference with over 10,000 women, and there were very, very few men, but every man there was wearing a suit. I guys, if you're watching the replay, or if Mac, if you're still here, you have to realize that I'm so proud of men, because most of the time when I see them at events, they dress really well. Like, men get this. They get it. And they look so comfortable, and they smile, and they look great. Like, guys get it. And I don't know why that is, but I just really appreciate that. And women, we're very close. But a conference is not a day off. A conference is not the day to just, I saw so many people with no makeup, no jewelry. Like, they were like drabbed and not excited to be there. It was kind of weird. It was really weird. So I was just wondering, why would you go to such an event if you're not going to be happy, if you're not going to present your best self? Okay? These people may never see you again. They have never seen you before. Hey, Lema, how are you? But what impression are you making? Are they remembering who you are? But if they're not, there's a problem with that. Hey, thank you, Lema, for sharing with your followers. I really appreciate that. Hey, Veronica, what are they saying about you? What are your clothes saying? Are you someone that is rememberable? Someone that people will say, I know who this is. Oh, hey, Veronica. Hi, Lema. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing very, very awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you for the red hearts. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you for inviting your followers. Thank you for the blue hearts too. Very, very beautiful. It's very important, guys. I know that I'm a stylist, and yeah, that makes a big sense for me. But for you, what is it that you want to do? This is the end of the year, pretty much. Today is the 10th, right? We have 21 days left in 2015. This is the perfect time to reflect, to sit down and write and meditate and think to yourself, heal with Micha. Hey, Micha, how are you? You have to ask yourself, where do I want to do in 2016? What happened in 2015? What went right? What went wrong? What do I want to bring in to 2016? How are you? Hey, Pink Leopard, thank you so much for inviting your followers. Hi, Misha. Thank you for inviting your followers. This is a perfect time. We're gonna talk a little bit about mindset and how you get yourself to a good place. Hi, Pink Leopard. Click on the little man, swipe left to right or up, and you can invite your followers that way. Thank you very much. Hey, Bonnie, how are you? Nice to see you. Talking a little bit about mindset here and things that work, things that don't work. Oh, thank you, Veronica. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you for the rainbow hearts. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So if you haven't invited your followers, this is the perfect time. Click on the little man, swipe left to right, swipe up, and they'll be able to hear about mindset and how the way that you look at your life and your business needs to change. If you're not where you want to be, you need to ask yourself, what is not working and what is working, why is working, and then how you implement that. It makes a big difference. I'm going to be taking some time off to just think and plan my year, because I'm planning some serious things for 2016, and I don't have to wait until January 1st to do that. I got to do that stuff right now, right this second. And I know for you, you have to do that as well. Thank you so much for your hearts. I really, really appreciate that. So if you have any questions, post them here. I'll try to remember and I will answer as much as I can. So what do you want for 2016? Thank you, Bonnie. That's right. You got to do it now. So you have to plan it out. I got myself a calendar. Yes, Misha, a really, really good time to plan. Really, really good time. I got myself a calendar from Vistaprint. I love them in every way, shape, and form. They're awesome. And I'm just going to go month by month. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Month by month, I'm going to plan what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through January. And what do I want to do in January? Where do I want to speak? And I'm just giving you examples, and hopefully this will help you. Where do I want to speak? Where do I want to travel? Who do I want to work with? Like, I made a list today, and I'm like, I would love to style Shonda Rhimes. Like, I saw her and I'm like, I see her. I really, really see her. And I'm like, I would love to style her. It would be awesome if I could do that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to add that to my list of people that I want to style in 2016. The new year really starts. Yes, it does. Misha, yes, it does. It starts right now. So who do you want to work with? Like, who is your dream client? Bonnie and Misha and Veronica and the Pink Leopard and Lema, who do you want to work with in 2016? And don't just think of like an average person. Think of like the biggest person that you can write with, that you can work with. I'm setting up my financial forecast. Yes, that's very important. Catherine, oh, Bonnie, you are so sweet. You are so sweet. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's awesome. That's a great goal. That's a great goal that, it's happening. It's awesome. And it's awesome. And I'm very glad to be working with you already. And I know great things are happening. So who do you want to work with? Like, what excites you about 2016? Like, I know that we still have 21 days, but then what? Like, a lot of things are happening. I'm going to go on vacation the first day of the year. I'm going to the happiest place on earth. And I think that's awesome because I'm starting the year with my family, people that I love, having fun with my daughter, and relaxed and happiest place on earth. I think that's gonna be setting up the tone for the rest of the year. You need a wardrobe makeover. Misha, I think most people do, and I would love to talk to you about that. So make sure that we connect because it's awesome. So if you want to, I'd love to meet you. That's one goal. That's awesome, Lemma. That's definitely very doable because I'm gonna be in Florida at least twice this year. Misha, this is my website, and this is that's my website right there. So let's connect. That's my phone number. Take a picture of that. Or anybody else that wants to have a chat about their style, where they are. It's really, really fun. So take a picture. There you go. I see a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Share it if you want to on social media. And let's connect because it's important. It makes a big difference. I was walking through that conference today and I was walking tall. I was excited. I was wearing purple, one of my favorite colors. The hair was working. The jewelry was working. I was representing myself. I dress for myself. I don't dress for anybody else. Screenshot ready. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Lemma. Awesome. I dress for myself. I get immense happiness from just wearing lots of colors and jewelry and having an amazing time for myself, nobody else. Now, if you like it, that's great. That's a great bonus for me. But I have to like it, me first. And some people don't get it. They will ask me like, why do you wear so many bracelets? Like, and today, of course, I umped it up a little more because I wanted to. Anyone you pick? Yes, my pecan pies are delicious. Yes, I should probably have like a side business of pecan pies, but that will be down the line. I do love my pecan pies, but that works for me. So what works for you? I know many people say, it doesn't matter. I work behind a computer. Nobody sees me, but you see you. You see you. Can you realize that? You see yourself. So why not dress for yourself? Like, have fun. Do your hair. Get some nice glasses if you wear glasses. Do your makeup. Just really have a good time for yourself. Like, dress for yourself. You are a person, right? That's right, Bonnie. You are a person, right? So it's like working out, and I'm doing a video before the year ends. Yes, it does matter. And I'm going to do a video about working out and what you wear. I'm going to wear the wrong thing on purpose. So that means I have to go buy something that is not great. And then I'm going to wear the right thing, and I'm going to show what that does. And trust me, I'm going to stand differently, whether I want to or not, when I'm wearing the wrong thing. And I'm going to shine a little more when I'm wearing the right thing. Because even to work out, it makes a big difference when you wear the right thing. It actually makes you want to do it more. It makes you want to go out and work out and sweat a little more and have a good time because you feel good about yourself. And that stretches and that touches everything, every area of your business, every area of your life. So if you want to have an experience where people recognize you and can pick you out at a crowd of 10,000 people, then take care of how you dress yourself. Take care of how you present yourself to the world and to yourself. First of all, to yourself. So please take care of you first for you. Like, do what you love. Do your hair up. Like, I love having my bright hair. I do this for me, not for anybody else. And it cheers me up. It makes me feel really happy. Other people seem to like it. That's wonderful. I'm happy. I like it best. So for you, what are you doing for you? How are you dressing in ways that make you feel good, represent your brand really well, and inspire you? Like, you want to inspire yourself. Very, very important. Inspire yourself doing what you love, and watch how you become magnetic. It's amazing how the more you are yourself, the happier you are doing what you love, other people want to be around you. More people want to say, who is that girl? Who is that woman? What is she doing? I want to have what she's having. And that is true success. When you're doing what you love, you're having a lot of fun and you're helping other people. That is like the best case scenario, helping other people doing what you love. It's just totally awesome. That's one of my favorite things to do. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe I'll come back later and I'll talk a little bit about things that I saw at the conference, like the good, the bad, and the ugly, that I think are going to help you finish the year strong. I am a huge believer in that. I love my black dark hair because since I used to be blonde and I'm natural brown, it turns brownish black. That's awesome, Lemma. Yeah, and if that works for you, and I think it looks really great, you're gonna rock that. You have to rock it. You have to make yourself happy first. Before you can help somebody else, you have to feel good about yourself so you can concentrate on other people. It makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for being curious enough to stay here and listen to what, hey, Emily, and just really be mindful about who you are and where you want to go and how you want to do that, how you want to look while you're doing what you love. Very, very important. Have an amazing evening. I will see you in a couple hours. Honey, you are very welcome. I love you too. Thank you so much for watching. You are such a supporter. Every time I jump in here, Lemma, you are just one of the first people to heart it up and share it on social media. You guys as well. Thank you for the hearts. The support is amazing, and I just love that I get to talk about what I love and help other people. So it's win-win for everyone. Hey, Tony, watch the replay for sure. We've been here for a little bit, and I just want to thank you for being awesome. I thank you for that. Have an amazing evening, and I will see you in a couple hours. Bye.